Hi guys, welcome to this video, and it's a depressing one today. The tobacco companies lost another round in their fight to stop standardised packaging being introduced, well, it was introduced on all new manufactured packs on the 20th of May. Standardised packaging looks like this. Standard font there. This is an Australian pack and a pretty picture on the back. This was stuck to my wall and I've just taken it down for the purposes of said video. Standard font there, standard font there. Because they haven't filtered through yet, manufacturers have a year to sell old stock. That is why you haven't yet seen them in the shops. This is also to do with the European Tobacco Directive, where I explain it more, and thanks to Ron S for giving me the information. Okay, first part of the video about standardised packaging. Last Thursday, the High Court ruled against a legal challenge against legal plain packaging from the big tobacco firms. This article is in the description, care of City AM, a newspaper. Two of the four big companies are set to launch an appeal in the coming weeks against last Thursday's ruling that paved the way for new standardised packaging laws on cigarette boxes. Japan Tobacco International and British American Tobacco have both said they appeal against the High Court's decision on the new domestic law delivered on Thursday, which will bring standardised packaging across cigarettes and rolling tobacco. City AM understands the number of grounds that lawyers of the companies are considering to seek an appeal on. These could include claiming for compensation for lost earnings and property confiscation, although the precise areas have yet to be confirmed. The legal challenge the High Court ruled last Thursday was led by Philip Morris and British American Tobacco, while Japan Tobacco International and Imperial Brands registered as interested parties and focused on the deprivation of intellectual property rights, moves against trademark regulations and unjustified restrictions on free movement of goods. As I said, this style packaging will come to your local newsagent soon. Hopefully not for a long time. Depends how much old stock there is. Manufacturers have a year to sell, or the retailers 1 year to sell their old stock. In case you're thinking of moving to Europe, the legal requirements for European packaging means 65% of the front and the back of the pack must contain health warnings, and mandatory pictures throughout Europe. Germany and Luxembourg, for instance, do not have pretty pictures on their packs before this directive came in. Getting back to standardised packaging, Philip Morris International said it would not seek to appeal against the decision, and UK-based Imperial Brands was still considering its options. We will continue to challenge the legality of plain packaging, said the Managing Director of JTI, Japan Tobacco International, and British American Tobacco says by no means the final word on lawfulness of plain packaging. We believe that the judgment contains a number of fundamental errors of the law and applying for leave to appeal to the decision. And good luck to tobacco companies. The only difference between Australian packs of cigarettes and UK ones, French ones and Irish ones is in standard font on a cigarette you'll be allowed to write the brand name. In Australia, it's only a code. Retailers have to the 19th of May 2017 to sell their old stock. Okay. Next bit of this video concerns the European Tobacco Directive, a summary of what it means to you as a consumer in Europe and a smoker. So much for freedom. Fuck the EU. Okay, Ron S. sent me this article. It's produced by the anti-smoking group Action on Smoking and Health, nicknamed ASH. Okay, this is primarily to do with your UK smokers and what will happen if you break the law. In March, MPs voted for standardised packaging, and as I explained, the packs will look similar to that. Everything will be the same: the colour and packaging of the pack, the font, the colour, the size and alignment of text. Whilst all cigarettes and hand-rolling tobacco manufactured for sale in the UK must comply with these regulations from the 20th of May, there's a 1-year transition to get rid of old stock. If trading standards officers find a retailer on the 20th of May 2017 selling non-standardised packaging or smaller amounts of rolling tobacco, by a magistrate's court, they could face a prison sentence up to 3 months, a fine or both, or in a Crown Court up to 2 years in jail, a fine or both. The further tobacco, the Tobacco Product Directive, which affects the whole of Europe, this is separate to standardised packaging, will mean it prohibits cigarettes and roll-your-own tobacco characterising flavours, including and not limited to fruit, spice, herbs, alcohol, candy and vanilla. There's a transition period for 4 years for menthol flavours to the 20th of May 2020. It sets a minimum amount tobacco and cigarettes can be sold in. Packs must contain at least 20 cigarettes and at least 30 grams of rolling tobacco. For the average UK cigarette and rolling tobacco, that is extortionate. Update the health warnings, including general information covering 65% of the pack, and it allows member states to extend it to standardised packaging or even bigger health warnings if they want. The ban of certain promotional and misleading descriptions, such as light, L-I-T, natural and organic. Introduce European Union-wide tracking and tracing to combat illicit trade of cigarettes, following an additional transitional period until 2019 for cigarettes and hand rolling tobacco in 2024 for other tobacco products. Allow member states to prohibit cross-border distance sales of tobacco products or introduce a registration scheme for businesses engaged in such sales. Registration scheme is being introduced in the UK, whereby no tobacco products can be shipped abroad by a newsagent, tobacconist, etc. My Smoking Shop sells rolling tobacco and cigarettes, well, they used to, not anymore, and other tobacco products European-wide, but that's all been prohibited. And this includes snuff, pipe tobacco, etc. Require the industry to submit detailed reports to the member states about the ingredients in their products. Require manufacturers to notify new products in electronic form 6 months before being placed on the European market. Strengthen reporting requirements for tobacco products and new labelling and reporting restrictions. 20th of May 2020, menthol cigarettes were banned. And also, remember, menthol rolling tobacco. Now, on to e-cigs. No e-cig can be stronger than 20 milligrams under this directive. If a manufacturer wants to sell one more than 20 milligrams, they've got to have a medicine license and be available by prescription only. It introduced a size limit for e-liquids of 10 millilitres for dedicated refill containers or 2 millilitres for disposable ones. They must be child and tamper proof. 30% health warnings over the package. Require instructions for use and toxicity. Ban certain promotional and misleading descriptors on the packaging. The nicotine level to be declared. Again, notifying the European countries before a product is placed on the market 6 months in advance. Introduce a registration scheme and prohibit the advertising and promotion, directly or indirectly, of e-cigs and refill containers on TV, radio, newspapers and magazines. Again, there's a transition period to 2017 for manufacturers and retailers to get rid of old stock. Now, the onus is on you, the individual, to prove you know your weights and measures if you work at a tobacconist. So if you sell something less than 30 grams, the law can come after you unless you can prove that you didn't only know about it and didn't have enough training. And it goes on explaining how the trading standards be snooping around the shops on the 20th of May 2017 looking for people selling old stock. Okay, that's about it for me. Give this video a thumbs up and stay lit. And sorry it's been a depressing one. And thank you Ron S for sending me this interesting article.